them out of here.
We will not move near the public place. You will all leave here before we do. Guarantees. 100%. God, shut up, you bed.
Yes guys, welcome back to the channel. News Now Yorkshire here. Another day, another protest. We're out in Leeds City Centre with the main man Marty Blagborough. We've got a few other lads with us today. We've got Gwent Audit in Yorkshire. We've got CJ from Ireland. Street Hawk. We've got the press photographer here. How are you doing, mate?
I do.
He's around, so he's over there somewhere, yeah. And they're out protesting against the CAS report. A mass against CAS. So we're just going to take a look around, see what's going on here in Leeds City Centre. Hey up, Pat.
Hello.
Good to see you.
You alright?
Yeah, good sir.
Should have brought my sunglasses.
I know, yeah, so I put mine on today. What's going on here then today?
Today
Yeah.
is a protest by the trans community.
The trans community?
Yeah. So what they're protesting about is the CAS report.
CAS report.
A review into trans services and how the trans community dealt with. They're opposed to that report, so they're just turning out to show their opposition to the CAS report.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Static only. No march today.
No march. We're going to be staying still.
Yeah.
A few speeches maybe.
Yeah, speeches definitely.
Awesome.
Pointless exercise if you don't have speeches, isn't it?
Exactly that. I don't know. They did it at Rwanda. They shouted free. What was it? Refugees are welcome here a few times. No speeches.
I didn't work that one, did I?
Few horns.
Right.
No, it was the tall guy with the big beard.
Liaison officers here.
Who's
Tall
it?
guy with a big beard.
Liaison guy. Big beard.
Big black beard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was him. And there was a female with him.
Right.
And then some yellow jackets as well. But yeah.
No, so it's not moving from here. So.
Not moving, staying still, few speeches,
Two speeches.
few banners,
Yeah.
see what happens. Good stuff, Pat.
Yeah.
Appreciate you. Right, we're going to have a walk about. See you soon. Blocking cameras already.
This is a direct effect of the CAS review, as the Royal College of General Practitioners has used the CAS review to come up with these new guidelines. While I understand that this is only guidance, I can also confidently say that many trans people have had battles with transphobic GPs up and down the country concerning their hormones and referrals. This is absolutely unacceptable, and we need to make noise on this. Our young trans future generations are in danger, and we must campaign to stop this, as this is again a direct result of the CAS review. Consent Equality Act, and we can see that the likes of Kemi Badenoch are trying to twist the current
This is mental.
in place to fuel her own personal vendetta against trans people.
So I just want to say thank you all you wonderful, brave people for showing up to this heartfelt rally. Young people across the UK, I feel it is my duty to use my voice
up over there.
to give them a voice. To make the voice of those most marginalised affected and heard. To puberty blockers. For cis and trans youth alike. The legitimisation of conversion therapy. Intrusive and abusive assessments regarding trans identity. An immediate removal of 17-year-old access to adult healthcare clinics, clinical control over social transition, restrictions on private healthcare, and to forbid trans identity to neurodiverse people such as with autism and ADHD.
Get out of my face.
This poorly conducted review ultimately aims through its campaign to roll back trans freedoms, rights, and especially access to life-saving healthcare in an attempt to medically legislate trans existence out of public eye and out of existence.
I'm trying to film and she's putting that in my face.
Access to gender-affirming healthcare
you're responding
for
with
people under the
violence.
age of 25
Defense.
in the UK.
Excuse
Dressed
me?
up in the
Defense.
guise of reasonableness
Mind your own
and
business.
duty of
Mind your own
being
business.
violent.
Mind your own
we
business.
must speak out and raise awareness for the incredibly damaging conclusions this review proposes. For as we speak today, in the here and now, the Royal
Thank
College
you.
of General
Appreciate that. Thank
Practitioners
you.
has proposed new guidance in line with the CAS review to attempt to avert GPs from prescribing bridging hormones or actioning dose changes as indicated by blood monitoring, meaning the restriction of life-saving gender-affirming healthcare pain simply for being true to one's identity and volition for happiness, joy, and community, despite your differences, can help so very much. In my own experience in education, as a student coming to terms with my own identity as a trans woman, working as an educator, a key foundation is the ability to foster an inclusive learning environment so that young people in education, regardless of background, such as socioeconomic status, race, religion, gender identity, and sexual orientation, have the ability to succeed and follow their passions, that they may live a meaningful, free, and fulfilling life. In reality, however, there exist multiple barriers to learning which must be addressed on the part of the educator to allow students to thrive.
You touched me with
In
your
the
head.
past decade, the rise in the number
can't
of
because you're standing in my
transgender
way.
students has steadily
So I have to come
increased.
forward.
And with that, the individual challenges trans youth face within education on all levels. The challenges of having the entire world against you
Don't do
as
that.
your identity.
No, don't do that, man.
You yourself not holding a
You'll end up falling
modicum
downstairs, pal.
of power. Not only to wake up each day and step out into the world with the potential of violence and hatred looming over your every action, but in the area with which you are raised in, grew up in. To navigate such a very fine line in your own house, in your living space itself. The challenges faced by the necessity of stealth,
We'll just
of
touch my ass.
concealing your identity to those who provide for you, putting a roof over your
You'll get an
head
elbow in the
and
face.
food on the table, that even the slightest indication or provocation of your transness leading to a world of uncertainty. After years of internal agonizing introspection of one's gender, and yet we are powerless to halt this alien metamorphosis of your own body. The conflation of gender and sex in this regard seeks to police the clothing and presentation of what a student may wear to school, if it is appropriately masculine or feminine in line with the student's sex. Lastly, parental consent is required in the majority of cases mentioned above for a student to any aspects of presentation, of identity, and requires teachers to inform parents of any meaningful changes made in pursuit of these changes. With fervour in your hearts and a dream of virtuous justice for freedom of those most marginalised. Today we stand together in solidarity to speak out against the harm and dangerous reality the CAS review seeks to cause. The fight does not end with this rally here today, but must continue with the fires lit within your hearts to enact material change that may end the oppression we face in our transness. Write to your local politicians stating the harm that this legislation will cause and your lack of support for them otherwise. Build strong unions with the trans community and continue to organise so that we may see more events like this, speaking truth to power. Finally, be there and support the trans people, the trans youth in your lives. I wish to see the sun rise for a future where trans youth, trans people can live long and happy lives. The fight for a future like this remains in the actions of the present and our continual battle today to do so. Thank you all for being here today, and I wish you all nothing but the very best, that we may live to see a bright future for trans youth. Can we get one final cheer, please? Thank you all and have a wonderful day.
Mia. I just wanted to reiterate, please do not interact with the gentleman with the cameras. We will not be silent. I also just wanted to say as well, when you're leaving, please leave in big groups. Make sure that obviously you're with people that you trust and that you know. If anyone needs anything after this, we will be at Wharf Chambers, just to let you all know. Thank you.
Hey everyone, I am very nervous, so if I stutter a little bit, please bear with me.
Why are you standing in front of me? How are you doing that?
My name is Olivia, and I'm here today to represent Trans Leeds, which is a registered charity that provides various support to trans and non-binary people in Leeds.
You should do. So why are you standing
But crucially,
honestly,
there's
bro,
a bit of a mix of things here.
more people are going to see it.
I will join them all together. There are dots. Please follow me. So, I'd like to thank you all
Look, this
first
guy's
for
stood in front of me.
attending.
This guy's
It's fantastic
with his
to see
sign.
you turn out. Solidarity is the only way we can fight back against oppression. Now, I've known
That was the
Alexander
time you
for a
tried to
very
do it now
long
as well.
time, and I say that I haven't known,
No,
but
you keep trying to
it
get in
was
front of
there,
me, mate.
and I had buried it, and I had fought it for years because I thought I was the only person on earth who felt the way I felt about myself. And at the age of 7 or 8, it never left me alone. And I remember growing up as a child in the 90s and the early 2000s, trans people being treated as a joke. We were the butt of every joke, because no matter what you were watching on TV, whether it was film or TV, radio, comic books, we were laughed at. We were not understood, and we were treated unfairly by the world, and that has to stop. The same tropes that were present in that media are still used to attack us as trans and non-binary people today. Those same things are still being said, and people aren't quiet about it, so we have to stand up and not be quiet either. They may still engage in dangerous behaviours despite the understanding of the risks involved. Hence, both the role of motions
Not standing in front of me though, mate. Not standing in front of me,
are
mate.
relevant for how adolescents make their decisions.
I don't want to have an argument.
Well, don't stand in front of me then. I'm trying to film the protest.
This section is one that worries me not for what it particularly says, but for what it doesn't say and what it is used to build upon later in the report. The medical profession places the age of consent for any procedure upon the patient from the age of 16. Cis girls can consent to being given the pill, contraceptives, at 13, which are themselves powerful hormonal medications. So why, when the ability to consent from 16 is the case for almost all other medical care that can permanently change a person, does the review talk about in a previous paragraph, to the one that I read out, that brain development is not complete until your mid-20s? The answer, unfortunately, is rooted deeply in transphobia. By casting doubt on the ability of the average 18 to 25-year-old to make important decisions relating to their health, the establishment can frame the consequences of their actions as being manipulated and exploited. This angle also allows them to infantilise and strip the agency from trans people with an attitude of "we know what's best for you." Never mind the fact that the study that posited the 25 is when your brain is fully developed factoid has since been picked apart by evidence showing it's wrong more often than it is right. So what does... So, what does the CAS review advocate for if it denies the agency of trans people aged 18 to 25? Exploratory therapy. If you don't feel the horror in your soul at those words, I wouldn't blame you. It's a deliberate renaming of a much older practice to make it seem more palatable and obfuscate the true intentions. Exploratory therapy, as it's now called, is basically pushing people through exploring whether they're wrong about their own transness, getting them to doubt and desist. The name for this isn't and should never have been exploratory therapy. Call it what it is, conversion therapy.
What was that?
Tell him then. Tell him. Have a word, Pop. It's fucking ridiculous, mate.
I know, but
It's
at the moment,
ridiculous.
They're having a speech, you stood in front of them.
But you know why I'm stood in front of them?
Encroaching on their
You know why I'm
space.
stood in front of them?
I don't know, mate.
Because they're coming in standing like this.
So where Martin stood, there's nothing to stop you standing there, but when you stood right in front of them, you're encroaching on
When
the
they go up
space.
like this to me, I have to then go in front of them.
We're at a demonstration, mate. If you go down there, right,
the thing is,
where
they're
doing it again, look. They're doing it again.
Fucking
jokers.
to look out for and after
He's a
each
prick.
other, but we finally have trans elders, those who survived previous attempts.
See what I mean, mate?
Yeah, but you can't stand
make them right where they really are.
do that as well.
Are they allowed to surround people like that?
They're not, though. They're just stood in front of people, aren't they? Like you.
Those transgenders forewarned
If I'm allowed to stand in front of people,
yeah,
they're allowed to stand in front
and
of
with this
people, yeah?
knowledge, the youth of us will not stand by idly and let it happen again. So what can we do? I'll admit it is easy to feel hopeless at a time like this, and I know I have.
This fucking knobhead over here as well, blue smoke in
But
my
we're
face.
here now, and we're here today.
He's come right up to me with his cigarette, right? Nearly burnt my arm, and then he blew smoke straight in my face.
And you know as well as I do, that's not an assault. And I'm not, I'm not.
What? Blowing smoke straight in his face?
It's not.
You know someone got done for farting on the copper?
What?
Someone got done for farting on the copper.
And every piece of legislation.
Would I do that? Would I do that to you?
No, but he's just blown smoke straight in my fucking
Yeah,
face.
would I
Call
do
you
that
all,
to you?
call to action. Go home and write to your MPs, write to your councillors, write to the heads of your local NHS trust and tell them you will not stand for this. Tell them the impact this will have on you, on your loved ones, on your friends, on your families. I hate that we have to do this. I hate that we're here today fighting to exist. But stand together and speak up, and we will make tomorrow and the day after together.
Get your fucking hand away from me. No, you fucking can't.
Don't touch me! Louder! By the way, he just got physical with me. Are you
If this guy's the only one, right? He's actually fucking alright. Saying just.
You do need to get a grip though. Like,
No, we're just filming the protest, mate. It's ridiculous.
Just
We're filming the protest for on YouTube.
people though, aren't you?
No, we're not.
We'll clear a way for you to leave. Just stop.
Well, let us watch the protest then.
Stand
Listen.
Go on. Right, we're making room for you to watch.
I can't even go through.
Just go around, mate.
Go on where?
Can we just let him through so we're throwing him out outside? Just let him through.
Yeah, we're in the middle.
Everyone in the middle.
Come on, way.
Big up to the police here. We will not lose now. You will all leave here before we do. Guaranteed. 100%.
Shut up, you knobhead.
Just a quick safety note, it's clear that there are those who wish to intimidate us and to your community mates.
You ruined your own protest. You ruined your own protest.
Look for each other. Don't walk off alone. Keep your
We will not go nowhere. We have freedoms as well.
It's not a scientific document.
We will not move.
It is a
No one's
over 300 pages.
Absolutely hilarious. Massive respect for West Yorkshire Police. Massive respect.
It plays with the dictionary.
Yeah. Instead of moving that way, they made sure that the rest of the boys could get into the middle. Respect.
And the dangerous villain. The language of medicine and psychiatry has often been used to demonise the marginalised.
Absolutely hilarious,
to
guys.
create bodies to be corrected at all costs to be. Be the fire that they cannot stand out. With love and militant hope, on behalf of Leeds Queers Against Fascism.
Smile for him as well. Oh, did you get smiled? I'm looking inside.
Back on now. Completely encapsulated.
They're showing all the trying to get us all there, boys.
And here I am in the middle. And the police as well have been absolutely super respectful, guys. Got to like, absolutely give them utter credit.
medical psychologist who worked at the Gates service for over 10 years. Take a shot. The simple truth is that this is a shoddy piece of work, and it is not based on scientific principles, and the methodology of the review itself is quite shocking. But just to pass on a message really that people in the professions who work with trans people, we are challenging this as best we can. It's my professional view, having worked with trans kids for over 10 years, that this is tantamount to conversion therapy, and simply not good enough. And NHS England, like many other professional organisations, have signed up to the
middle with you. I don't know why I came here tonight. I've got a feeling it's all fixed. Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Is without evidence-based.
To get respect, you've got to give it first.
And is harmful to those who are subjected to those practices. And this rally, which I believe is the first in the country against the caste review,
Bring it down a little bit lower.
I would suggest that what we do need is a national day of action. There are seven NHS regional offices all over the country, and I suggest that we be contacting trans support organisations in other cities to try and organise a national day of action, and that we picket the NHS offices at some day later in the summer. Because I think that is really what is needed. But again, just let me speak about a few things around the caste review.
Brilliant day, isn't it?
Well, that's great day. Awesome.
As a staff group with kids, and I've had at least 4 one-to-one meetings with them.
Big close-up, lovely close-up, man.
Unimpressed. Let me just add that this idea about the evidence, and she's looked at the evidence. No, she hasn't. She's discarded any studies that look at the the positive impact of trans affirmative care. She held a literature review, and that literature review rejected 100 out of 101 studies that look at trans affirmative healthcare. And do you know the reason why that happened? Because there are gender critical
Brilliant. Thank you.
Integral part of the caste review to CAS, and she thought one was high standard. 60 odd, she said, was a medium standard, but she didn't put them on the review. My challenge to Hilary CAS is, where's your review? Where's your evidence for DBT and CBT in relation to trans people? I asked her this direct question in a meeting. I said, Hilary, the new services are recruiting for CBT therapists to try and talk kids out of their trans identity. That they're recruiting for DBT therapists, dialectical behaviour therapy, because they see it as being a trauma-based issue, pathologising trans youth. I asked her to name one study.
Oh, a bit close, but I didn't expect you to stand back.
Use of DBT or CBT. Hilary CAS said to me, "You'll have to wait until the literature review comes out." She couldn't even name a single study to support the main recommendations of her own report. And this is 3 years in. This is not at the very beginning. This is 3 years in. So my challenge to Hilary CAS is, where's your evidence? Where is your evidence for CBT?
You fell over!
Where is your evidence for CBT or DBT, or the type, in relation to what you're proposing for trans kids? Exploratory therapy is conversion therapy, and it's simply not good enough.
You're intimidating us.
If they think they're going to intimidate me, I'm from Glasgow, mate.
This is our protest!
What we see here from these guys is symptomatic of some of the change that's
Mate,
happened
do you feel like
to
going
trans
up?
people in
Nah.
this country over the past few years. 20 years ago, it used to be respectful. There used to be respectful for the discourse in relation to trans people. And
Now they surround you.
politically motivated right-wing press and guys like this think that it's okay to disrespect the lived experience of trans people. Well, it isn't, and it's not, and it never will be. On the 1st of December 2020 was
Shut up, you knobhead.
courts reported with the initial flawed judgment in the Tavistock versus Bell case. Within hours of that judgment being made on the 1st of December 2020,
Oh, I'm by the way, I'm from
NHS
Northern
England-
Ireland, and I will not be
NHS England-
2 days in a row! Shame on you! Shame on you! 2 days in a row,
I
guys!
don't think this guy quite understands. I'm from Glasgow.
He tries.
Anyway,
What you doing?
so here we go. 1st
Pushing
of
me?
December 2020, NHS England.
Do they want us to sit on your knee or something, mate? How close do they want us to get?
Look at what room we've got.
And for
Chunky monkey down here.
Tell them to step back.
Literally back here.
I ain't moved my feet at all.
Bell versus Tavistock judgment.
Then if you step forward.
I ain't moved my feet at all, I'm just
Literally
twisting.
backing into it.
I'm twisting. I'm not backing up.
Myself and other clinicians within the
My
guild
feet are
service
planted.
wrote to the service
You're moving
at
into
that
me, I
time
can
on
feel you.
NHS England and
Right,
said
keep
that
that
this
feet
was
back.
clinically irresponsible.
Keep them feet back.
Closing those pathways in an arbitrary way like that immediately
Couldn't make this up,
was a
man.
risk. It was raising risk for trans kids, and it was raising risk for the young people that we work with. And my clinical view that I made at the time, back in 2020, and I made again on the 1st of December 2023, was that those increases in risk and self-harm and suicidal ideation that plagued our young people over that 3-year period, it was not a coincidence that this happened at a time when there were restrictions, severe restrictions on trans healthcare, and this is an absolute disgrace. That restrictions in trans healthcare cost lives. That's a fact. And I know for a fact, because I've been contacted by parents even since leaving kids, and I know for a fact that today, as we speak, with further restrictions on trans healthcare, trans lives are not up for debate. Trans lives are valid, and we must protect trans kids. Thank you.
Hello, hello. Thank you everyone today for your resilience and for showing up and showing these fascists that we will not be silenced and we will not back down. All I feel at the moment is a sense of our strong community, and I love every single one of you for coming out today and turning up. I also just want to say as well that, you know, it's all well and good that we've got people here laughing about people literally committing suicide, but at the end of the day, that's a reflection of themselves, and at the end of the day, they're the ones that are going to be on the wrong side of history, not us.
Okay, I need to go to my notes that real quick because I only did this on the board.
Can you tell them to stop pushing me, mate?
So, knowing what we know about the cast review, I can imagine yous have all turned up pretty angry. And if anybody needs to get up to speed on why we're here, and if you haven't been listening to the speeches that all my lovely predecessors have been giving, then feel free to ask, because we are here to tell you what is going on. And that goes for everybody that can hear me in Leeds right now. So that anger I was talking about before, I want you to harness that. Because that is the driving force. That is the thing, along with passion and compassion, is the thing that is going to drive us forward into being able to make some productive change, I hope. But I can also imagine at the same time as that some of you are feeling pretty blue. Because this isn't the kind of reality we thought we were going to be dealt, huh? But the thing I wanted to say was, if this whore can moan, then so can we. And just to finish, I'd like to acknowledge that many of the placards we made as an act of defiance today, the other day for today, were painted with the same fan brushes that I used to apply my highlighter. To the high points of my severe and gorgeous cheekbone. Yet another thing that makes us shine. And before I go, I love you all for being here.
Thank
and
you.
I really, I'm sure it makes everybody's day to see each other exercising our right to come together as a community. Okay? Ceasefire now! 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 Ceasefire now!
And I just want to say as well, to any police officers here today, if you actually care about trans people, you will quit your job because you will be the ones enforcing these fucking transphobic laws. To finish off, I'd like to urge and encourage you to keep fighting, keep going till the rallies like this one, and continue being as loud as you can. Use your passions, your skills and your talents to help organize more protests when your screams are not being heard. There is strength in numbers, and together we can challenge the government's authority to tell other people what to do with their bodies. Remember, if you are silent about your struggle, they'll take your rights away and tell you it was for your own good. And for the fascists that are here, you're not gonna win. You're all fucking Nazis. We beat them before and we'll beat them again. An injury to one is an injury to us all.
Shut up, you know.
Thank you everyone so much for coming today.
Welcome.
I think this is the end of the rally now because I think we are out of speakers.
Bye bye.
So yeah, we're going to clean up and we're going to finish now. I just want to remind everyone to leave in groups. We will be meeting up afterwards.
Everyone leave in groups because apparently some kind of dangerous cameramen.
If anyone needs it. I know that today has been a lot. But yeah, thank you all for coming. I love you all.
Come on, guys. Trans rights now! 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 Trans rights now!
Are you gonna quit?
Trans rights now! Trans rights now!
You guys gonna quit?
Trans rights now! Trans rights now! Trans rights
I'm not blaming you.
We murked it, guys.
Now get out of here!
No! Get gone! No, cheerio! We told you you will leave before we do. That's guaranteed.
That's Northern Ireland then, mate. Oh, man! Don't be too late, you might miss it.
What you say, fella? What did he say?
Something about him not knowing which toilet to use. I didn't catch it.
See ya.
It really doesn't. I'm assuming.
There we go, the clearing off. They'll soon drift away back into the same situation. They ruin it for themselves. Hey guys, remember you are the judge. You can make sure your life is right.
Oh yeah, me the whole of this really scary.
See it for yourself. This is money. I'm not very cold. Over here, Liz.
Just did. Do something about it.
Respect,
He's being violent! Violent!
Yeah, they won't lock him up all out, it's fine. I was just going to get my face, right? They won't lock him up.
They're just clearing him up.
Yeah, no.
Why, what did he do?
No, he just got a bit heated with that threatening guy up there.
Ah, right. Oh well.
What a day, eh? Epic scissors, this one out.
Awesome day.
We'll let these leave anyway.
No, we got to let them leave first.
Yeah. Then we'll go and have some celebratory drinks.
Yeah.
Here's our footage, bro.
Just elbowed us out of the way.
Nah, she tried to get in front of me, mate. Put my arm there. Got it on camera. Disperse! Disperse!
Follow your leader. Come on, follow your leaders. Do the show. I won't say good boys and girls, but hey, that is themselves.
If everybody can disperse and not hang around here, that'd be great. And make sure you leave in groups, no one leave by yourself. And if everybody leaves as soon as possible, once the people are milling around, that's when it goes wrong.
Cheers for looking after us, fellas. Appreciate that. Observing. She doesn't want to be observed. How can you observe with your hand over your face? Are you going to observe when you get your hand over your face?
Don't film me, I'm asking you not to. I don't consent to being on camera.
It's GDPR exempt though. The last ones.
So I don't see why they're not concerned about having their picture taken. Me personally.
We will not be observed.
I'm here to observe the police, so don't worry. Stop filming me, please.
Leave the police alone. Police rights now. I got rid of her for you guys.
Say that again.
I got rid of her for you.
Got rid of him.
That lass that were harassing you all day with a notepad.
Trying to harass me to be fair. Didn't care what she were writing down.
Who's that?
Jamie Lee. Gotta get that on in it, you know what I mean?
I'm not transphobic, I've got a game it. Well, they've all gone now. Everybody's gone.
We know how to do it, my G. I swear.
Oh yeah.
God,
Oh yeah, every time. We had the police looking after us, we had the mob surrounding us, we had a bit of pushing and shoving, some speeches, couldn't really hear half of them. But yeah, we're gonna wrap up here in the what do they even call this area? Well, it's outside the art gallery, the Leeds Art Gallery, where all the protests seem to take place. We had the lads out again. Who did we have today? We had the Welsh guy, the Irish guy, the Yorkshire guy, the Zambian guy, and the Marty Blackburrow guy. So from all of us, we'll wrap up, we'll move on, and we shall see you on the next one.
We're having a conversation in public, aren't we?
About us.
Doesn't matter who we're talking about. We're in a public place.
Exactly.
But why do you feel the need to wear a mask and sunglasses?
Because I want to. Feel like it. You got sunglasses on your head?
Yeah, but I've not got it in my face. I've not got a mask. I've not got a hood. I've not got
sunny day today.
Yeah, I think you're just here to agitate and to cause trouble.
Nah, I just here to film.
And cause trouble.
Nah, you cause trouble, not me.
I cause trouble.
Yeah, you
I
lot.
cause trouble.
You lot. Your crowd.
Sorry?
Your crowd.
What? And why shouldn't people be proud?
What?
Why shouldn't people be proud?
Who said proud? I said crowd.
She acted like a complete idiot today.
I know.
Made a mockery of herself and her friends.
And it's just not, you know, it's not right.
Sorry, you said I made a mockery of myself.
And your friends.
Would you like to stop filming, please?
No, absolutely
not. I
not.
don't give your consent. I don't give consent.
I'm filming as well.
You don't like the camera.
Everybody's filming.
I was here before you were.
And
everybody's filming.
Still filming now.
So?
Yeah, no, my camera on, please, enough.
I'm just interested, guys. Are you here just from like YouTube thing?
Yeah, so we're all individual YouTube content creators, and we come and make videos for our YouTube channel.
For right-wing YouTube channels?
No, it's just YouTube channel.
Well, so why were people wearing kind of right-wing hats and stuff earlier?
Who was wearing the right-wing hat?
You're not like representing a particular.
I've no idea.
It's a Nazi symbol that's on it.
Where?
Just YouTube.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, I was just going to let. I think it's
no one had a Nazi symbol on the hat. That's just not true.
Do. Nobody, you know, it's not great then when you get up really close.
No, do you know what happens is, right? Someone comes, so like, I'm not going to touch you, but someone comes and stands there.
Yeah.
So I come and stand here.
Yeah.
And they come and stand there, so I come and stand here. And then eventually we're stood right next to the speaker.
But do
You lot, your guys.
Don't you see it'd be better just to
No, I stood out of the way on my own.
You're clickbaiters, you sell this on right-wing.
I mean, I know we can
So listen. I stand at the back, out of the way, with my phone and my GoPro, yeah? And then someone comes and stands in front of me. So then I have to stand in front of them. And then they come and stand in front of me. And then next thing you know, we're stood next to the speaker. So why don't they just leave us alone?
What's your YouTube? What's the name of your YouTube channel?
Have a look. If you go, it's easy.
Can I just borrow your hat a sec? Are you on about this hat? Are you on about this hat? Hello? Are you on about this hat?
Go on YouTube. Go on YouTube.
Send us your hat.
Pro-Palestine.
Send us your hat.
You'll find it.
Yeah.
Are you on about this hat?
Find it on the
Yeah.
street art.
That's a fascist symbol.
Umbrella Corp. Umbrella Corp. Umbrella Corp is a fascist symbol. What a ridiculous thing to say.
What's the evidence?
She said it was a Nazi symbol.
Nazi?
Yeah.
All right.
It is.
Wait,
in public.
No.
Even if it was like
you made this ridiculous remark. No, come on.
Umbrella Corporation. Is that a game? Yeah.
Oh, is it a game?
Yeah, it's a game.
All right, okay.
Don't start calling the shooters thing, lads.
She said it was a Nazi symbol. Nazi?
Except all you made an accusation.
I'll see you soon. You're right.
Oh, because you don't want to provide evidence. No, a coward then. You're a coward.
Excuse me, can I make a complaint about this guy?
No, you call me a fascist. I'm calling you a
You're a coward.
Coward.
You're a coward.
Coward.
You provide
The
it. Come on.
fascist has lost all meaning.
Yeah, I think you're the fascist. Legal names.